All right, we are back with another video on the 2025 Indian Scout Bobber 60. And if you already guessed it, we're getting rid of this super long, super cannon factory exhaust that Indian put on these bad boys. And it measures approximately, almost exactly, actually 11 inches from those bolts down there to the tip. I had two goals in mind. One, I wanted sound. This thing is super quiet, not my taste. Someone mentioned it sounded like a sewing machine, and now I can't unhear that. All I hear is a sewing machine when I turn this thing on. So after much consideration, I went with the Tab Performance slip-on exhaust with the zombie baffles. And I know some people said the quiet baffles are loud. I mean, the zombie just the name zombie sounds good, so I'm assuming the exhaust will sound good. So my two goals were to shorten the size of it, and hopefully we do that quite a bit, and to get some better sound out of it. And from the reviews I've seen, I feel like we'll hit both of those goals. Anyway, been loving this bike. The Limited comes with that rear fender over it, and the standard 60 just has this frame, and I like the frame. This is the Indian 999 Scout Bobber 60. This is not the standard Scout with the 1250 in it, but it is the Limited. So even though I went base model, I had to get a little something. Love this bike. Love this bike. I can't think of a time where I'll touch my Gixxer again. So anyways, let's get to it. This is not an install video. Oh, this came nice. This came wrapped nicely in some good plastic. So should be beautiful. I like the way this is packaged. I got it from West End Motorsports. Had a little discount code. Tab Performance was only offering like a 3% discount code. West End offering a 10%, took like 35 bucks off of it for a total of $315 over the $340 with the discount I would have paid from Tab Performance. It got here in about 2 days. So let's get this bad boy unwrapped and get it on the bike. But first, let's hear what it sounds like with the factory exhaust. Oh yeah, and check this out. Look at that. Man, they gave me this ugly little yellow tag from the dealer. But look at that. Nice little keychain. Just something nice and simple, a little piece of leather. Indian 1901. I like that. All right, let's get a little bit of sound. All right, so we're hoping for a lot more sound than that, a lot more rumble in the jungle. This is not an install video, so I'm gonna fast forward through most of this, pretty much all of this, and just pull this off. Should be about a couple minutes to get this thing off and on. Looks very simple, like 2 or 3 bolts on there. Oh yeah, just to show y'all, I got the zombie. This is what it came with. Good old stickers, not going nowhere on the bike, but I like this sticker. Probably going to gun safe or something. Woo! And we're out. Big boy. Let's get a size comparison of this. This one is heavy. Oh, it's heavy. There we go. Much smaller, so that should take care of the size thing for the most part. And when I was waiting on the, the Vance and Hines, you know, they look pretty small from the advertisement pictures, but I just didn't like the way it was shaped once it finally came out. Color was kind of mismatched, at least with this one. Still getting, you can kind of see without that shadow right there, but without that sun glare, it's black. It didn't really look like the Vance & Hines didn't really look like that. So let's throw this one on here, get this one off the ground, get this bad boy on here. Much lighter, much smaller. Comes with these 2 little bolts. They're much shorter than the factory bolts because you're not using as much space between that clamp. From the clamp, we're at 6 inches, a little over 6 inches, just about to the slash cut tip. So we've reduced the exhaust size length by 5 inches. It's good enough for me. This thing was massive. All right, let's get a start up. No tune required. Well, well. Damn. That's all I got to say is damn. That. Hold on 2 seconds. Let me get up close. That, my friends, is a gorgeous sound. It is loud. I wonder what it sounds like on the road. We're about to get on the road and test it out, but let's get a little step back. Oh yeah, this was the right choice. This looks much better than I thought that Vance & Hines would look. I'm not gonna lie, the color is matching. You know what I mean? We already got some flat blacks, some matte blacks, a little bit of gloss and flat all over the place that Vance & Hines just wasn't, from the videos, wasn't looking that great. I have no idea what it looks like in person. This right here with the slash cut, that looks good. Tab performance, oh yeah, it's exactly what I wanted out of this bike. So let's get on the road and see what this sounds like. Oh yeah, this makes the bike look so sweet. All right, that was way too much fun. Now I'm losing light. I couldn't stop riding, but I at least want to get back and let you guys know my thoughts. This exhaust sounds 10 times better than the factory Indian exhaust. It is extremely difficult to capture the sound of this exhaust or any exhaust on a microphone. Take what you heard and multiply that by 20 or so. I mean, maybe that's exaggerated. The Zombie baffles are extremely loud. I understand now why when people go and they choose, I think there's 3, there's a quiet, like a medium, and then the Zombie ones, the super loud ones. I understand why people go with the quiet ones and still say that they're kind of loud. So Tab Performance did a great job, but these Zombie ones are extremely loud, and it's just unfortunate that the microphone muffles most of that. So that deep, low rumble you hear on the camera is very loud, like piercing through your helmet loud. And maybe you gotta have like a $500-600 helmet, you still may hear it. But I love that sound, you know. I like loud. My truck is loud, you know. My Camaros are loud, you know, everything's loud. I like loud sounds. But if that's not your style, go with the quiet ones. But I will tell you, this is a quality slip-on in my opinion. They say no tune required. Now that is up to you, because I believe from the decel pop I was getting riding that a tune is not required, but I believe it would be very beneficial to, or somewhat beneficial to have the bike tuned to kind of eliminate the decel pop. If you care about that, I don't really care about that, but I think it would be beneficial, but not required. I really love it. What do you guys think? If you're thinking about going this direction, just know that the Zombies are loud. If you got a Scout Bobber 60, check out the Amazon mirrors because they look great on the 60. The Scout, standard Scout already comes with them. So I did also add a quad lock right there. My phone has this locking piece on the back as a case that I had to buy, and it clicks right on there. It locks in, right? It does not move. You can move it, but it does not move. And it has a little damper on the back, and that damper reduces the vibration so it doesn't ruin your internal camera. So yeah, got the quad lock. Got the Indian motorcycle. I can never get this thing in the focus right here, but that's another one of my upgrades, is that key. The quad lock, the exhaust, and the mirror so far on the 2025 Indian Scout Bobber 60. Let me know what you guys think. If you got any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll answer them the best I can. I'm not looking for performance with the slip-on upgrade. It's mostly sound. The bike was too quiet for me, and a bike of this beautiful nature, I felt needed to be a little bit louder. All right, well, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Ride safe.